This lady is evil as hell. Don't you get it? Look, if you're gonna go out and vote for her, at least do your fucking research.
Vote for Ed, President of the United States of America, 2016. Goddamn Ed motherfucking the situation, Jess.
Fucking right.
He gonna make shit better.
Fucking right. Yup. Yo, vote me as a nonpartisan.
Vote for Ed. Vote for Ed. Vote for Ed.
I approve this message.
What's going on, everyone? Today is Saturday, or November 5th. Did we say it was the 5th?
The 5th.
November 5th, 2016. It's around 11:40 p.m. And Ed's by, man. We're going to get into it about the presidential election, man, on this Tuesday.
Yup.
It's scary. Scary times for the United States of America.
It is very scary.
But we're going to have some beers, smoke some cigarettes, and just enjoy each other's company.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's been about 3 weeks since last time we hung out.
At least 3 weeks.
Although TJ has recently posted a video of us from about 3 weeks ago.
Because I'm about a month behind.
About a month.
And this video today is brought to you by Victory's Dirt Wolf Double IPA.
Yeah.
There are fake sponsors that we'd like to think they are because they did not give us any free alcohol.
Yep.
We figured we'd start this video out by listening to some ridiculous best of quotes of Trump and Hillary and just us reacting to it and just having a good time. So let's start it off with Donald first, and let's just listen because I've heard Donald's and I haven't heard Hillary's, but he hasn't heard either. So let's listen first, and we'll step back away from the camera, and you're going to hear it on the TV here, and let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
I love Donald and I love Hillary, but as the next presidents of the United States, I do not favor either of them. But I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you right now, I choose Trump over Hillary because she's an evil person. And we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Okay?
Thank you.
At least Donald's honest.
Good Lord, thank you. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
All right, let's go.
I am officially running for President of the United States. I will be the greatest jobs president that God ever created. I tell you that. I'm really rich. I'll show you that in a second. I have a total net worth, and now with the increase, it'll be well over $10 billion. But here, a total net worth of $8 billion. Net worth, not assets, not liability, a net worth. Part of the beauty of me is that I'm very rich. Free trade can be wonderful if you have smart people. But we have people that are stupid. If you really love this country, you have a very, very hard time convincing people that what you're doing is right and that you're really smart. And like a lot of us are really smart. I'm really smart. Went to the Wharton School of Finance. Even then, a long time ago, like the hardest or one of the hardest schools to get into. Did well at the school. Came out, made a fortune, wrote a book called The Art of the Deal. Did everybody read The Art of the Deal? We need a leader that wrote The Art of the Deal. President Obama is the least transparent president in the history of this country.
True.
And if he gives his passport applications and records, I will give
He didn't
to
have
a
it
charity
when he
of his
ran for
choice,
president in the beginning.
inner city children in Chicago,
but they still voted
American
him in.
Cancer Society, AIDS research,
He came up with it later.
anything he wants, a check immediately for $5 million.
I'm asking you now, do you accept that President Obama was born in the United States, is not Muslim?
I really don't know. I mean,
You don't know?
I don't know why he wouldn't release his
Nobody
records.
knows.
A few years ago, you led the birther movement. You sent investigators out to Hawaii to find out whether or not Obama, which you said was not born here.
Obama,
And
they
you know,
changed several
Well, I
times.
don't know. According to you, it's not true. I don't know.
He released his birth certificate.
You know,
His
if you
name
believe
changed
that,
like 3
that's fine.
times.
I don't care. It's an old subject. When do we beat Mexico at the border? They're laughing at us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're
Yes.
rapists. Mexico doesn't want people. They're forcing them into our country, and we're taking them and we're putting them in our jails and our hospitals,
Yes.
and we're paying them money through different
Yes.
sources. It's a
This is all
disgrace.
true.
I would build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me, believe me. And I'll build them very
We need
inexpensively.
to do something.
I will build a great wall on our southern
All the
border, and I
heroin
will
is
have
coming from
Mexico
Mexico.
pay for that wall. Mark my words.
This is the
And they're
deadliest
not
thing in
sending
our
us
country
their
right now.
best and their finest. You heard my speech.
How are you going to get Mexico to pay for a wall?
You have people like we have.
You're calling
You
him an
can't-
enemy, aren't you?
George, Mexico does not like us. Mexico is not our friend. Mexico is the new China. Mexico will pay, you
love
mark
how
my
Trump says
words.
China.
I
It's like
win,
my favorite.
Mexico
China.
pays. They love me, I love them. And I'll tell you something, if I get the
need somebody.
nomination, I'll
We
win
need
the
somebody
Latino
like
vote.
him.
I will win it. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime.
We do.
They're rapists. And I can tell you, some of the candidates they went in, they didn't know the air
That's taken
conditioner
out of
didn't
context.
work.
It's taken out of
They
context.
sweated like dogs.
He wasn't talking about all Mexicans.
They didn't know the room
He's talking
was
about
too big
illegal
because they didn't
immigrants
have
crossing
anybody
the border.
there.
And they
How
try
are they
to play
going to
it
be
out the way they want
nicest?
to.
But Mr. Trump, you're not a nice person.
We don't need nice.
That's true. But actually, I am. I think I am a nice
Sometimes
person.
you can't be
Roosevelt's
nice.
disgusting.
Fuck
I mean,
PC.
both inside and out. You take a
PC
look at
isn't
her, she's a
saving our
slob.
country.
She talks like a truck driver. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than most of us.
All right.
It's not the chubbiness. Rosie is a very unattractive
Rosie.
person.
I think
both
Donald
inside
tried to
and
smash
out.
Rosie.
If I were running the View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired. Yeah, I'm actually a nice person. Nobody would be
That was
tougher
before he
on
running for
ISIS
president.
I know.
than Donald Trump. I would take away
And
the
Rosie
oil.
will die, let's
I would
face it.
take away
She
the
is a
oil.
fucking
Would you
trucker.
be destroying the wealth of Iraq?
She is
No, let me.
she is
there
like.
is no Iraq. There is no Iraq. In
You
Iraq.
don't think bombing Iraqi oil fields, which are now the control of ISIS,
Yeah.
but bombing Iraqi oil fields is going to anger
Clinton
huge numbers
News
of
Network.
I would
throughout
bomb
Iraq?
the hell out of those oil fields. I wouldn't send many troops because you won't need them by the time I got finished. I'd bomb the hell out of the oil fields. I'd then get Exxon. I'd then get these great oil companies to go in. They would rebuild them so fast your head will spin. I like China. I just sold an apartment for $15 million to somebody from China. I love the Saudis. Many are in this building. I would get along with Putin. I've dealt with Russia. Won't be using a man like Secretary Kerry goes into a bicycle
Some of the
race
shit
at
he
72 years old and falls or breaks his leg. I won't be doing that.
Some of the shit he said sounds crazy.
Oh my god, I forgot that he was in WWE's
yeah.
when you Trump. Oh crap. McMahon and Trump are boys, but I think McMahon resents him now. What's going on? Because he doesn't want to ruin WWE. Holy shit, I
The
completely forgot about that.
American dream is dead. But if I get elected president, I will bring it back
To America
bigger and better and stronger
than it ever was.
than ever before.
Yeah.
And we will make America great again.
Because
Thank
it's
you.
not no
Thank
more.
you very much.
Yeah. Do you know that we can't even? While you're switching over.
Hold on, we'll talk before we put.
Oh, while you're switching over, I'm gonna say something. Do you know? Go ahead. Continue what you're doing.
No, go ahead. You're fine. I'm gonna put Hillary
Do
on
you
after
know?
we
Do
discuss
you know that we can't even? The way this country has become, it's actually offensive to be patriotic.
No, I know, and it's kind of disgusting.
Listen, seriously, it is unbelievable. It is offensive to be patriotic to your own country, to hang flags up on front of your business. Your township may come to you and tell you that, guess what? You're offending the Muslim community. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on, time out. I'm offending the Muslim community? Well, what part of the Muslim community am I offending? The ones that we let here come here as refugees because they were about to get killed, and they should be grateful, right? And totally like loving our country. And you're telling me that they're offended by us putting up flags? We're not allowed. Wait. We're not allowed to put up flags no more. Listen, this is what Obama has done to our country, and Hillary is going to be nothing but Obama on steroids. It's a disgrace. Anybody that ever has anything to do with this country and has ever been here forever, family has died in the war. My whole family has been involved with the whole war. All of them. I've lost many family members. I go to their graves and still visit them. And this is the kind of shit that I gotta hear? That you tell me it's offensive to hang up American flag in our own country? This is the shit Obama has done. Hillary is going to do that shit on steroids. Stand up, people. What country we live in? Where do we live in? Where do we live in?
America.
We live in America. If we can't fucking hang an American flag to show patriotism, well then we're living in the wrong fucking country then. Then we need to fucking hang it up then, okay? We need a fucking change. That's the truth. That's all I got to say. That's all I'm gonna leave it at this point in time. That's all I got to say.
Well, I'm gonna say
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I'm gonna say right now is basically if honestly, like I said before, I do not like Hillary at all. Not the biggest fan of Trump, but if I was gonna go vote, which I'm not because I didn't get a chance to register.
Well, you should though. Or you're too late.
But I would choose Trump. I mean, it's basically the big FU to everybody because Hillary, the Clinton family is very corrupt. I was just watching something the other day of
Beyond corrupt.
Beyond corrupt. I mean, you know the whole story with Clinton. I mean, first of all, the whole situation with Monica Lewinsky. You know how sexual he was in the White House, and he was willing to risk his career as the president of the United States of America, the most powerful spot in the world, and he had a sexual relationship with Monica Lewinsky. And you know, on top of that, like
He has an illegitimate black son also.
that's what I'm gonna get into. Like all the affairs that he had and all the other stuff he's done, and then we'll get into Hillary as well. But like all the affairs he's had, do you know that Bill Clinton has a half black son with a woman that he slept with, a prostitute, and nobody discusses it?
Yeah,
because
well,
the mainstream
why?
Because the mainstream media is all rigged and it's
Tell
all
why.
about money.
Yeah.
Money.
Why?
Whoever pays the most money is
Yep.
going to get what they want to say on their network, like
Exactly.
CNN, Fox, and all that shit.
They're all rigged. It is rigged. So it actually is rigged. Admit that shit.
No, it is. It's very rigged.
It's totally rigged.
Like, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now. Hillary Clinton will be the next president of the United States.
No, she won't.
I'm sorry to say it, but
I hope she.
I hope that I'm wrong.
I hope
But
you're wrong,
The
too.
way the system works, it's rigged, and it's always going to be like that. If you all look at the facts, the way it is, we elect them or we don't elect them. We don't get to elect them. We nominate them or whatever. But it's all a bunch of bullshit. And what I was trying to say was like Bill Clinton has a legitimate half black son.
How could he even be in the White House again after being? Hold on, think about this for 1 second, people. Anybody watching this? He was impeached because he was fucked up, and you're gonna let him back into the White House? How could that even be possible? First off, that alone, right there, that alone.
Well, the one thing
TJ.
I want to say though is
Let's approach that subject for
but
1
just
second.
because his personal life, I mean, I'm not going to lie, Bill Clinton was an excellent president. He was an excellent
But
president.
regardless, he was in peace.
His personal life can't interfere with them being a president, and we're letting their personal lives interfere with our selection.
But he
of
was
Trump and
impeached.
Clinton.
So how can an impeached president ever be allowed back into the White House, whether he's not a president or not? How could he be allowed back in there again? Think about it.
You're right. Well, I mean,
Does that not like totally fuck everything up?
well, that's what I was just saying to you earlier. I was like, the people that have money are the ones that always get away with everything. Like a simple crime, like anything. Like if the FBI was investigating Ed for something or me,
yeah,
you know we'd be locked up immediately. But when you have money like that, you get the best lawyers. You got, I mean, not just a lawyer, a team of lawyers.
There is so
like
much
12
evidence.
lawyers we're talking, and then it just constantly, it's like minds thinking about that to get you away with what you've done. And first of all, we're about to elect a president like for the first time ever. Well, I mean, not it's the first time. But
she's going to get impeached.
being invested by the FBI.
Who are you voting for? Are you voting for her or who is her vice president?
I don't even know.
Yeah, nobody knows. Well, if you're voting for Hillary, then you're voting for her vice president, and you probably don't know shit about that person, because that's who's going to be your next president if you vote her in, because she's guilty. She's guilty as fuck.
Well, another thing I want to say is like, first of all, like women, I understand you're excited.
For so many different things.
You're excited to have a female as the first president of the United States because obviously the system's rigged. We just finally had our first black president in 2008. So obviously the system's rigged. So I mean, like, but you can't just go and vote for Hillary Clinton because she's a female. I mean, I know that's nice to have, but you're gonna look back one day and if she does like get impeached or anything, and people are gonna criticize women so much, they're gonna be like, well, we elected her. She was the first woman president, and you all voted for her. Like, she's not a good person. And I'm not saying a good person should be the president of the United States.
She is the furthest from a good person.
But she's also, like, corrupt with murder and stuff. With like we were trying to say before. Hold on, let me get into this.
Oh, yeah.
With the whole thing about Bill having the affairs. Like, you know, Monica Lewinsky obviously was a big thing. But then, like, he went out and had little affairs with prostitutes and other stuff, and he has a legitimate son, and he still will not take a DNA test. So, first of all, what does that say about them as human beings? Like, Hillary's all about Black Lives Matter, but, like, does she really think about the children and Black Lives Matter when she won't allow Bill to go out and, like, be a father to his legitimate son, even though he had an affair? Like, the society we live in today, you have to get over the fact that, like, he made a mistake. He's a human being. Okay, he was married, but that's all religious bullshit. Okay, just listen. Okay. It's all bullshit. He was married to her, but so what? He went and had an affair. He had a kid with another woman. And he's not allowed to share that with all you because of his political power, and he's afraid of what society's going to think of him. And, you know, honestly, if he stepped up and admitted that he had an affair and had another child, I would respect him more. You can't trust somebody that's going to be the next president of the United States that's going to lie to your face. And that's just a legitimate example of what we're going to deal with.
We're going to head back in the White House?
Yeah, and Hillary is number one reason. No, she covers up all this shit for Bill and everything. And then as she covered up all this stuff, and she was going through that stuff, their personal issues, she was having affairs with other men. And I'm going to say one example. I'm not going to name names, but you can do all your research.
The reason it's all out there. It's all out there.
It's all over
you
there.
can Google
Wikipedia,
it's all out there for public knowledge right
Wikipedia, now. The most respected site around.
It's all out there.
But she literally had there was a man, a reporter, I think it was New York Times, something, like, reported what happened that with her having an affair with another man. Didn't make, like, big news, but it made enough news on the internet because that's the power of the internet today. We can share everything whether we believe it or not, and that's a problem today because you don't know always what's true or false, but this is legitimately true. Like, the man that she had an affair with was going to come out, and she had him murdered. Yep. And the reporter that was going to report the story, he was murdered.
Yep.
They both died within the same amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
Within, I think it was like a month in between. What are the chances of two people disappearing and being murdered? Like, think about it.
All right.
Think about that. But then also this.
Can I, all right, hold on, before you go further, let me say something else. All right, that is a mafia, is what it is. That's what the mafia does. Anybody that has a chance on testifying against you, they wind up missing, okay? In a crime family, they make sure that there's no fucking witnesses. There's no loose ends, okay? If you go ahead and Google Hillary and all the loose ends, there's like fucking 50 of them, okay? People that were ready to testify against her. They have just mysteriously just died.
There's
okay?
a lot.
Oh, and it goes on, and it's going to continue to go on.
I think there's at least, like, confirmed, like, 20 or so.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Might
yeah.
be way more than that. But
listen, but they're not talking about that. Why are they not talking about that? Why are they not?
Because CNN, Fox News, and everybody else we listen to are controlled.
They want to talk about Trump groping some bitch from 30 years ago who just comes out after WikiLeaks comes out. I mean, like, nobody ever heard of this bitch. Now she wants to come out and say, oh, Trump groped me 30 years ago. And it just happens to be the same day that a WikiLeaks come out about Hillary. Right?
And first of all,
wake up, people. Wake up, people. Wake up.
If that woman was looking for just, like, money or celebrity status, she could have did that a long time ago.
Yeah, wake up, people.
He's very, very, very famous, and he has a lot. Well, apparently, he's very rich, like he said. But I mean, like, they could have came out and did that, but they only did it when the presidential debate came around. And I just watched something today, which really disturbed me.
And only after WikiLeaks came out.
Just hear this. Did you
the same day WikiLeaks comes out.
Did you see the Beyonce and Jay-Z
Oh,
video?
hell of a Oh, yeah. Oh, he was saying nigger. He was saying nigger so many times.
No, but it was Beyonce and Hillary, or Beyonce and Jay-Z supporting Hillary. How much, Hillary, did your team pay Jay-Z and Beyonce to come out to the black community, or even like the younger community, to say that they support you? Because you can see Beyonce's face. Like, I don't care for Beyonce because she's like a Black Panther in a way, but she's sitting there with
totally Black Panther. She's totally Black Panther.
Her smile was like yours, Hillary. It was fake. She's just like,
yeah. It's totally fake. It's totally fake. Listen, she wants to put on Hollywood. She wants to put on an entertainment show. Trump wants to put on the real show. He wants to tell you, hey, listen. Actually, Trump just said, I'm gonna put what did he say? $100 billion, I think it was, into the black communities, where like Chicago and on all these areas that have been neglected forever. Like, what has? Seriously, think about this. All right, okay, everybody supported Obama, right? And Hillary, right? Look at the communities, right? Chicago it's not Chicago. You know what it is? It is, Chirac. Chirac. Okay? It's Chirac. Okay? It's fucking Iraq in Chicago. Okay? Motherfuckers are dying at a record pace and getting shot like no other area ever. Okay? It's fucking disgusting. There's no police force that cares about them. Nobody's giving a fuck about nobody over there. It's disgusting. Alright? Yo, at least, listen, all they care about is your vote. That's all they care about. They don't care about
And it doesn't really mean anything.
It doesn't mean nothing, but they want your vote. They want to sit there. Oh, Hillary wants to sit there and bring Jay-Z and Beyonce onto the stage and be like, and she wants to talk black too. Yo, that is so fucking pathetic, right? Seriously, Hillary wants to talk black. Yo, 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 black people, I love you, yo, and yo, for real, you're gonna believe that shit?
The one thing that drove me.
What has she done for you?
The one thing that drove me insane. Sorry, I'm still on one of your cigarettes. I don't feel like rolling one. Was that like they gave Trump a hard time for calling somebody African American, but he is, that person was black. He's an African American. That's like the nice way of saying you're an African American, and people take offense to that. But then Hillary, like the shit she's been through, like I mean, I'm sure you can look for it all, but like I'm trying to get on that subject again. Like, how about the thing where Bill Clinton has a legitimate son with another woman that's African American?
Right, let's go into something.
But she's all about caring about the children, but
All
they're
right.
not taking care of. Hold on, she is not letting him take care of her or his son because it's just not politically correct. But what is politically correct? We live in a time where like you shouldn't be offended by everything.
She is a total different person on camera than she is behind camera. Okay.
Can we just listen to her real quick and then we'll get back
Yeah,
into
we will. We will. 1 second though. 1 second. I want to say one thing. Benghazi. I want to bring this up for 1 second. Okay. Because listen, I never followed politics, nothing like that. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. But so I didn't really know at first what that was all about. All I heard was it was negligence from Hilary to why 4 Americans, on special forces died over in Benghazi, right? And I just heard it was just her being negligent, and that was all I heard, right? Well, now there's so much more info coming out, and you should actually Google that stuff yourself before you vote for this evil, evil witch, okay? Here goes the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. What happened was, does anybody know? Do you know the reason why Benghazi? Do you know why they were there in Benghazi?
No,
All right.
I don't.
The reason why they were in Benghazi, I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Because her and Obama, both of them, okay, sold weapons to leaders in the Middle East who were supporting the terrorists that we were fighting against. All right? And what happened was, one of you stupid motherfuckers had a shoulder-mounted, missile launcher that they shot at one of our big-time helicopters, okay? And they fucked up, and they didn't do something that they needed to do to detonate the shit when it landed. So it hit the helicopter, but it didn't bring it down, all right? But the helicopter had to land a few miles away. All right, so now the helicopter landed a few miles away. This is all on Google it. You'll find it out.
Wikipedia, I'm sure.
Wikipedia, I swear it's on Wikipedia. All right, they found the serial numbers because it didn't detonate. It didn't blow up the helicopter and kill them guys who were fighting for our country. It could have been my own son, okay? It could have been your son. It could have been anybody's son that's watching this stuff, okay? And our own government, Hillary and Obama sold that shit to them. All right? They checked the serial numbers, and there was like, oh, that's our shit. And they wanted to cover it up real quick. So they sent out special teams over there, right? Special forces over there to recover all the weapons to make sure that this wasn't, disclosed. And, all right, so they sent them over there, and I guess they did what they had to do, and they recovered most of it. And then they were like, yo, we need to come home. We're under attack right now. And it actually went for 2 weeks. They asked for help. They said 2 weeks. They said, listen, we're under attack. We need help. Send forces. Hillary, Obama, all of them They didn't do nothing. They left them there to die. You want to know why? All right. First off, it wasn't known why they went there in the first place. I'm telling you why they went there in the first place. To recover the weapons that we sold to our terrorists that were fighting us. Okay? And so they didn't want them to come home. That's the reason why they didn't send reinforcements for them, because you want to know why? Because if it came to court, they're going to testify against them and put them in jail for a long time. So guess what? They wanted them to die. It was a suicide mission for them people. And that's why they never came home. They're dead. They're dead. And that's the God's honest truth. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Look it up. You can look it up on Google if you want. You'll find out the real truth. Hilary is a lying, manipulative, murderous bitch. Okay? And there is over 50 people that have been involved with her whole campaign since Bill Clinton. They have went missing. Anyone that could have ever testified in court is gone and missing. And it's going to continue the body count. Because she's an evil, lying bitch that just wants your vote. And you need to fucking really consider what you're doing before you vote for this evil motherfucker. It's all I got to say. I'm out. You got something to say?
Yeah, I got plenty to say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I want to say, first of all, is like politics. Like, first of all, like I've told you many times before, it's about making life better for some people and making it worse for others.
I just said some real truth, though.
Yes, you did. And I agree with him. It's fucked up. But first of all, both of them...
We don't know half that shit that's going on.
Both of them, they're elected to office, and...
most people don't know half that shit that's going on.
No, they don't. I mean, I hardly do, because it's hard to... It's really hard. Our judgment gets...
You didn't even know that shit, what I just told you.
No, you're right. And it's hard to get your judgment straight, because the media manipulates everything you want to, like, believe in. Because when the media says something, it starts trending online, especially with social media today, and we're just starting to experience this stuff ever since Obama. Obama was like the first president really.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold your thought. I just want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
One more thing. That's all I want to say is here goes the crazy part, right? All right. After everything that I just said, right? This is like really real major shit. Like, we got people dying over there that are fighting for us. My son is a senior in high school. He's going into the Air Force. All right?
I really hope they don't ever bring the draft back, ever.
Are you serious? Like, I want to know that my son is going over there for some real shit and not for some political bullshit like Hillary and fucking Obama have been about. All right? Because you talk about putting my son's life on the line for your political bullshit and on a suicide mission? All right? Yo, that shit is real. That shit is real.
As you look at Hillary's face on the other TV over here, just popped up all big. You look at Eddie's, just like, look, there she is again. There she is. That's Hillary. She's over on the screen over here.
She is. I honestly.
Wait. If we only spent all that money that we spent on presidential campaigns on what we could actually do in this country, we probably could have fed all the homeless and done a lot more. The money that was spent on the presidential campaigns between Trump and Hillary, we could have done a lot for this country. Like, we're talking billions and billions of dollars. All right, Ed, go ahead. I'm sorry, but I'm up next, man.
You are, and I have one more point that I wanted to make. It was like, basically, okay, so, all right, people, think about this before you vote. Really?
We got a dog. It's a dog. It's on the loose.
We got loose dogs on the list. All right.
Just like our presidential candidates are on the loose.
This is no joke, though. Actually, think about this for 1 second, people. All right. I understand that Trump is, he says some off-the-wall shit. He says some shit that's not politically correct. He says some shit that's like, all right, fine, but...
The dog is safe.
But hold on. Let's compare that to what Hillary is actually doing. All right? It pales 100%. 100% in comparison to the evilness of Hillary Clinton. I mean, like, okay, fine. He says what he says. But let's take the look at what's really going on in this world. It pales in comparison. It totally pales in comparison.
Make-believe money is what goes on.
She is actually sending our people, your children, okay, and my children. I refuse to let that happen. She's sending our children over there for her own dirty deeds. Dirty deeds. Isn't that a song, Dirty Deeds? Yeah. She's sending our children over there for dirty deeds on suicide missions. Benghazi was a suicide mission. Okay? They were never meant to come home.
The baby Brody's
all right. I gotta keep it quiet. They were never meant to come home. Because they knew too much, okay? That's why they never came home. That's why they asked for help for 2 weeks ahead of time. And she never sent no help, or Obama never sent no help, okay? Because they had evidence. If they ever went to court, yeah, they went there. The reason why they went there was to recover weapons that they sold to our terrorists, okay? Basically, all right? I mean, wake up, people. Wake up. Not only that, Hilary has like a hit list of like fucking 50 people. It's like it's well documented. Just look it up. Look up. Google Hilary hit list. Look it up. I mean, the bitch is evil as fuck. I mean,
can I get in, son?
And I'm gonna be done in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. But hold on. But here goes what my main problem is. That isn't talked about. This is real issues. Like our army, our military forces are over there fighting against people that you supply weapons to, that are fighting against. What? Okay, and you got a hit list of like over 50 people that died that have witnesses against you, right? Okay, but none of that is being talked about. None of that. No. CNN, MSNBC, all they want to talk about is what? Some bitch that just came out 30 years ago. Hold on. As the new WikiLeaks come out, right? The new witnesses come out. All right. There's all of a sudden these new bitches come out. Are you that stupid that you don't see that all of a sudden like fucking 3 or 4 bitches come out? Okay. I hate to say bitches because I'm not like a hater. I'm not like anyway, sexist. But seriously, 3 or 4 ladies come out. I'm calling bitches. I said it right the first time. All right, they come out the same day a new WikiLeaks come out, right? Out of nowhere, like fucking 10, 30 years later. And now all of a sudden they come out the woodwork because now we got WikiLeaks coming out about Hickey, about Hilary. Wait, who is it? All right, Hilary is, yeah, thank you for helping me out with that. And because it's a distraction. Their campaign is totally lame and totally retarded. And I hate to say even the word retarded because that could be used against me. But it's just, it's insane. It's insane. People, wake up. Wake up is all I got to tell you. How are they not talking about, think about this for 1 second. How are they not talking about murders of our own troops that were set up to die on suicide missions? I mean, the list goes on, and all they want to talk about on CNN, I'm done, I'm done, and MSNBC is Trump possibly,
Damn.
Hold on, and
run 33 minutes.
I know, and Trump possibly grabbing a girl's ass 30 years ago. Now that's all they want to talk about. People, wake up. Wake up. Do you see me? Do you hear me? Do you understand the fucking legitimacy of what your country is actually at stake? Do you get it? You fucking wake up. Wake up.
All right, let me get in here.
I'm done.
All right, you sure?
I'm fucking done.
You sure? Because you didn't let me speak the last time.
No, I'm done.
He's heated. He's very heated. What I want to say is, first of all, these two presidential elected presidents here, Trump and Clinton, like I told Ed, and he respects that. I'm not a fan of either of them, but like I said, I would choose Trump over Clinton. But first of all, the situation is, it comes down to money and power, while they're both presidential elect, okay? Because if it wasn't money, there would be no reason why either of them would be even considered to be the next president of the United States. Because they both have bad past, okay? And, like, society judges us on our past. Like, for example, like, for us, like, simple citizens, like, me and Ed, you know, I'm going to say I'm not the most educated individual in the world. And Ed's been through some stuff, and, like, you know, Ed's done some shit. Do you want to say, like, you know, you've been through some stuff? Ed's literally been locked up for stupid things because of his past. Now, because he got locked up before, you know how hard it is for him to find a decent job because they judge you on that. Now, if we were to look back and look at, like, Hillary's past, and even Trump's past, but Trump hasn't been arrested. I mean, he might not have paid his taxes, but like he said, it's smart. I don't blame him. Don't pay your fucking taxes. Where the fuck does that money go?
There's a loophole. He's a businessman. Why not?
It goes to fucking war and other bullshit. Like I just said, like these presidential campaign commercials. The money we spend on these presidential campaign commercials, I'm watching the World Series and all I see is fucking Hillary and Trump talk. I'm like, I don't want to see that while I'm watching the World Series.
No.
I'm trying to enjoy the Chicago Cubs win a World Series for the first time in 108 or 9 years, or the Cleveland Indians. It's awesome. It's a beautiful story, and I would love to see either of them. And it was nice to see the Cubs win. That was awesome. They deserve it. Bill Murray, I know you got a boner after watching that. But it's not okay to like to have these people elected into office because of their power situations. Like, I'm really hoping that one day somebody will step up that has the right set of mind that will do. Hey, you talked for like 20 minutes. Let me talk.
You're right.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
I know you get heated. I apologize.
The lid needs to be popped off. Is
Yes.
basically what happens. We need to overturn all the corrupt officials.
There are so many people today,
They're so
including
corrupt.
women, men, whether you're a Native American, African American, that's so offensive apparently.
Let me ask you a question.
Just come on.
I'll let you finish. Let me
Go
ask you one question, and you be honest on camera.
Get in there, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna ask you one question. I will not interrupt you one more time. Ask you one question: Is Hillary Clinton not the biggest liar and biggest fraud that ever fucking took office?
Well, that's what I mean. That's
Seriously, be honest. Be 100% honest. Be honest with these people.
I don't know 100% because I don't know any of these people personally, but I'm just saying as what we're told, and even like I'm not saying what we're told on the big popular media stations, but like from
Do you believe anything she says?
No, I don't. And like I said before, like
one word.
I had a
Do you believe
discussion-
one word that she says?
No, I had a discussion with him with like the debates when they made fun of him, Donald Trump.
One word.
When they made fun of Donald Trump for him standing behind her or whatever, like, you know, as a cameraman, I know how they did that. They took the camera and put it in this one angle and made it look like he was standing behind her like this. No. He's standing behind her no matter what angle. If it depends on how you film it.
Right.
But they made him look like an idiot.
So I'm asking you one question, and I'll let you continue, and I'm going to back off. Do you believe one word that Hillary Clinton says? Mm-mm. Okay, thank you. That's all I got to say. Then go ahead, continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, like I told you, like when she stands there and she does that fake smile, like
Fucking fake. Fake as hell.
she does that whole like every time Donald Trump says anything.
She is totally fake.
But what I was trying to say is like they honestly, like I know you're a Donald Trump supporter, but there's somebody better out there than Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. As the more we become connected on the internet is the greatest thing that ever happened because we get to communicate closer. And when Obama became president, we communicated better than ever. But now we're at that next level. We're better than ever. Like 8 years later, you got 2 presidential terms. Now how amazing it is for the first black president to do that. And as much as people criticize him, I know you're not a big fan of him. I think he did an excellent job because you can't always please everyone.
He did. No, he didn't.
Okay,
No.
That's your opinion. Let me talk. He didn't do a perfect job, but you can never please everybody. You're always going to have the people that don't appreciate what you do for them.
He tried to kill us from the inside out.
Okay, yeah. I'm not saying he's perfect. He's not. I honestly don't.
He was against America, bro.
I don't.
He was the most anti-American president ever.
I don't
in
care.
this country.
Well, you're not listening to me. I don't care for him, but the reason why he was elected was because of social media and because he was the first
He was a puppet.
black president
Yes,
to be
he
nominated.
was a puppet.
And he made it so far that
right.
like he just won. Just come on, no, you had your
All
time.
right, he was a puppet. The only reason why he was elected
Hey,
was
it's
because he's black.
broken glasses.
Because
It's
he was
broken
black. The only reason why he
glasses.
was elected.
Stay-at-home father time.
The only reason why he was elected because he was black.
And that's what basically is going to happen today. Is that Hillary's going to win by a landslide because she's the first female president-elect. And some of you women, I understand that you look forward to seeing a female president, but don't let her be the first female president of the United States. You might one day look back and be like, what the fuck? She's so corrupt. You really want that woman to represent you as a female. And I'm not a sexist person at all or any of that. But when I see some of my family members post stuff on Facebook and other shit, and it's like, I'm going to vote for her, including...
She's straight evil.
My own sister said she's voting for her, and I understand that because she's the first female, and some females feel like they're...
Evil.
They're low grade on stuff. And like, my sister's one of the most smartest people ever. She's graduated from NYU. She's a brilliant girl, intelligent, kind-hearted girl. She's been through some shit with my parents and family, and for her to succeed the way she is, she's choosing Hillary. And I get where she's coming from. When you see the things that Donald Trump says, it can be very offensive to women. But would you rather have a president that's offensive to people, like women and men? I mean, you can be offensive to men as well. Or somebody that's like so corrupt and lies to your face and literally has had people murdered. Like,
yes.
And I know, I'm not saying, like, I know Donald Trump has had some bad things. I know he apparently has some court date coming up for some child, like, some charges, but that could be anything. Some shit. We don't know.
That's Hillary. That's Hillary.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, every time I watch the presidential situations here, I feel like I'm watching an episode of House of Cards on Netflix. Because it's like, that's basically what I feel like it is. You might as well have put the one situation where, in House of Cards, where the president, whatever his name is, Spacey, whatever the actor's name is, and he pushes the woman, the news reporter, in front of the goddamn subway station, kills her, because he's going to blow up his spot.
Talk about how evil Hillary is.
She is. She's very evil. But like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's disgusting that like this is the best that America has. And as I watch Europe, like, they're overthrowing their government right now, and they're having a million man march tonight. And I see a lot of stuff with Anonymous, and they like, I know, I'm sorry to say this, guys, but a lot of you guys, you have a lot of talk, but like, who is the real Anonymous and who's the fake Anonymous? So you can't really say who's the real Anonymous. But they're like trying to like overthrow the government over there in Europe for corruption. And we have so much corruption here every day. When are we going to realize that like we need to elect somebody that's a good person, not because of their money? And you could literally go on the internet as a good person, good individual, and get nominated. But we live in this shitty situation in this time of life where let me keep talking.
Go ahead.
Where the more money you have, the more of a chance you are going to be the next president of the United States. Like, my kids, honestly, like, I tell them they could be anything they want in life, but more than likely they won't be the next president of the United States. But who knows what's going to happen in their lifetime. And it's scary to think about that stuff. I want my kids to grow up in a normal world, a happy, healthy world, and it's scary when you keep seeing, as times get more technologically advanced, we're really fucking up, man. We're really fucking up. We're not looking at the bigger picture. Money is make-believe. People with power are make-believe. Because they have some money, you're going to believe in them. They're all make-believe, man.
Have we become better in the last 8 years with Obama as president?
No, we haven't.
No. And Hillary is going to be Obama on steroids. You agree?
No, I agree, but at the same time, Trump is like, he's very hard to, here, get in there. But Trump is very hard to like take serious because he's so real with his words. But that's why I would like to choose him, because he's not fake. He doesn't hide shit. He doesn't lie to you.
Exactly. He's telling you.
He's willing to be an asshole on camera.
Right.
And that's not PC. And people today are like, that's not PC. But what's not PC is the shit you don't see. Like I said, Bill Clinton has a legitimate half black son, and that's just one that we know about. And you won't take a DNA test. Why? Why? If you're not scared to take the DNA test, what do you have to hide?
Actually, Bill Clinton has been going on these plane trips over to a certain part of the country where it's considered pedophilia island.
The Philippines? Where is that place?
I don't know. It's somewhere, but he's been going over there for a long time. Banging girls, that are underage. It's documented. It's documented.
That's the power of people with money. They can do whatever they want and get away with whatever they want.
All right, so they want to talk about. All right, here's the funny thing. Here goes the funny thing.
Do you
right?
want to talk while I go piss? Because I'll let you. Me and Ed talked.
All right.
And I told him tonight. I was like, we're only going to talk for 20 minutes. He said 20 minutes. I said, dude, we're going to talk for over
All
an
right.
hour.
So they want to talk about. You want to talk about Trump and these new ladies that come out with accusations. All right. Well, their accusations. Okay. First off, one of them, their accusation was from 30 years ago, and it came out the same exact day as a WikiLeaks came out about Hilary. Do you not find with your brain? Do you have a fucking brain? Do you not find anything suspicious about that shit? Are you fucking kidding me? That shit comes out the same day as a WikiLeaks comes out to fucking represent the bad shit that she's been up to for years. All of a sudden, some bitch comes out 30 years later. Where is your brain, people? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you that ignorant? Are you that ignorant? I gotta lower my voice because I'm too loud.
You're like me in the morning when I wake up to my cat
too
blanket.
loud.
I'm like, this
Are you that ignorant? Are you that fucking stupid that all you care about is what you want to believe? Like, open your fucking mind. Like, it's fucking obvious. All these accusations are coming out. The more the WikiLeaks come out. That's all these accusations keep coming out. Where do you think they're coming from? Hello? They're coming from the corrupt Hillary fucking campaign. Okay? To try to deflect and diffuse what's really going on, the real issues of people being murdered, including our own fucking troops. Okay? Oh my God, it just goes on and on and on.
Can I get in this again?
Please do. Please do.
The real situation right now is that Dakota pipeline thing that's going on in with the Indians and Native Americans and everything. That actually really, really upsets me. And there was actually, I said something the other day on Facebook, and I was like, some of you cops are like the reason why this has happened. I understand you're trying to support your family, you're making a living. There was actually cops that stepped down. That's when you know that they like believe how wrong it is. But there's some people that are going to fall in line, they're going to do that. But you're just making the problem more difficult. And it just really upsets me that that's the generation we live in today, that it's like this money, this power thing. That Dakota pipeline is bullshit. Did you know, like, the technology we have today, we're way past, like, gasoline, all that stuff. Even Tesla just released, I think this week they said they're going to start releasing the solar-powered shingles for your roof that literally can power your house. Like, you don't have to be with an electric company or anything.
All right, well,
go ahead. Go
ahead. Finish your point, because I got something to say.
And in cars as well. Like, I mean, I understand we need gasoline for certain things, but do you really need that much gasoline? And the only reason why that's all still flowing is because there's people that have so much fucking money and greed and want more money. They literally, the people that are getting all this money aren't handling any of this. They have lower and lower and lower people that handle that. They get a little bit of money, and they're just trying to make a living and do that, and it just keeps going on and on and on, and it's kind of disgusting and disturbing. But like, they're literally throwing Native Americans in dog kettles, and some of them stripping them nude, and they're labeling with numbers on there. Where does that sound familiar? Wasn't that like during the Holocaust? Like, didn't they do that to them back then? That is the life we're in America right now. But that is not the most important thing we're talking about. But because some of the celebrities like jumped up and talked about it, like now we're starting to focus on that.
Basically, people, you need to think about this before you vote. All right, Benghazi, like I told you already, it was a cover-up, okay? And she let them all out there to hang, to die, okay? Because they could have been potential witnesses in court, okay? 2, go ahead and Google it. There's fucking over 50 people that have been potentially witnesses in court for her, okay? They could have testified against her and Bill, okay? They have all disappeared and died, okay? But none of this is being talked about. Hold on, but you're telling me that this is more important about these new people who are mysteriously just popping up and saying, "Oh well, Trump groped me 30 years ago," and you're telling me that this is more important? And you're telling, really? Are you fucking kidding me? All right, listen, it's going on and on and on. Our country, we can't even fucking hang flags in front of our businesses, in front of our homes, without being called racist or offensive because we're so unpatriotic. patriotism. Are you kidding me? This is what our country has become. Is this what you want your country to continue to be? Seriously, wake the fuck up, people, man. Wake up. Like, I mean, seriously, look at what the only thing they got to say about Trump is, oh, he says things that doesn't sound right. It's not PC. Well, guess what? We can't be PC. PC is what's fucked us up in the first place. That's why our country is fucked up the way it is right now. We need to fucking take a stand, and somebody needs to actually say something different. Somebody needs to be able to put their foot down and say, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care.
Can I step in now too?
I don't care if you call me PC. I need to do what I got to do for our country. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're right. I'm going to tell you right now, though, at the rate we're going, though, like, all these bigger politicians, it's always been handed down from family to family because of money. But with the power of the internet and social media, there's a lot of people that are coming up that never would have ever had that opportunity to have that much money. So I'm thinking right now, some of the people that I could think could be some of our future presidents is like, I don't always agree with everything what Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, has done, but I see him probably being a presidential candidate within in our lifetime, or me and Ed's lifetime. Hopefully, I mean, it definitely in our kids' lifetime.
You know who I want for president next time around? Trey Gowdy.
Who?
Trey Gowdy.
Who's
Trey Gowdy. I swear to God, if Trump doesn't make it president this time around, and this bitch is evil fucking witch winds up making president, Trey Gowdy. This motherfucker stood up to everybody and he puts him to shame. Google him. Watch what he does to these motherfuckers. He puts them in their place.
I'm gonna end up looking for him.
You have to look him up. This motherfucker is on point. He doesn't play around. He doesn't cut. He cuts right to the chase. He's like, yo, this, and this. And these motherfuckers like, they got nothing to say.
But the thing I was saying is like
Trey Gowdy for president. Next time around,
the more people that come up that were like lower middle class or even lower class that didn't have any money, and now they're starting to have money, they're going to start getting higher power, because some of these people that are the lower power, like Mark Zuckerberg, or people that are creating apps, or even some YouTube vloggers. Like, I know some of you like give me a hard time, like, oh, you're a stay-at-home dad, you don't work. No, I do work. I make video content. And when you say that, like, I know some video loggers personally that make more money than you do in a day than you do in an entire year. So don't sit there and badmouth them. But they're the people that are going to actually be the future of our country, and they have such a big following. Like, they, like, some of these like people on like social media have like 30 million, 20 million, 10 million people. And literally, I watched a vlogger today. He has like 5 million people watching his channel a day. He goes in his backyard, shoots guns. Every little kid looks up to him, and for him to go out there and shoot guns and show you the right to bear arms, which I completely support. I still don't own a firearm. I'm working on that. But at this time and age, I feel like I need to own a right to own a firearm and get out to the fire range, because who knows what madness could come one day. I literally stock up my kid's baby formula. I've been going out now and getting like $200 worth of it and like leaving it on the shelf, because I never know what's going to happen. I'm a little over paranoid, but it's better safe than sorry. But I think now we should listen to Hilary's. I know Ed's looking forward to this. Let's listen to Hilary right now, because we're coming up on 52 minutes. Jesus, we talk a lot. I'm sorry.
Yo, actually, that doesn't matter. It's very important.
No, it doesn't.
This is our very most important message ever.
Because this Tuesday is going to be one of the most important presidential elections that we've ever had.
Please think about what you do before you do it.
That we've
Please think about what you do before you do it.
Ever happened to us. Because of the power of the internet.
Our country is on. We can't even identify our own country anymore.
No, we can't. We're going to have to listen to her real quick, though. Hold on. I'm going to let you listen to her. I know Trump went on his little rant. It's like editors and stuff. They put all the most random things.
Can you identify your own country anymore? Because I can hardly do it.
It's just like when I edit stuff with my dad, I put the most random. No, I can't.
It's not what we ever knew it was.
I think besides our country, though, like the whole world has problems. Like we still constantly.
Yeah, but fuck though. That's one thing I love about Trump. Trump said, you know what Trump said? Trump said, this is so true. He said, it's not my job, if I become the president, to be the president of the world.
Yes.
I am going to fucking put America first. That is so true. That's what we need.
No, I do agree with, because we're constantly.
We're putting everybody else
We're constantly looking out for other countries, and we're letting like veterans from World War II and other stuff like sit there and suffer and be
We're
homeless.
suffering our own people.
And then there's homes in your neighborhood. Like for example, the town I grew up in, like where the homes are abandoned, but like you could literally, if you got the funding and like shit was done right, you could put homeless people in those homes. Instead, you let them sit out in the street, and you tell them, oh, you can go to a homeless shelter with like 200 people, and it's like then they kick you out and they move you to another shelter. It's very hard for them. Like honestly, in my situation, like if it all depends on the right ingredients. Just like anything could happen, the right ingredients, you could end up being homeless. Like I lost my dad at a young age. I didn't have my shit together, and shit could have happened where it would have went real bad. And there's people that don't have parents at all. Like they literally have lost both their parents, and they went through some hard times. And next thing you know, they're homeless. I've met some people out there. I met a couple guys, actually 2 guys down the street. Not down the street, but down the street at the bar, but they're literally homeless. And I invited the one guy to crash on my couch, and he felt like I can't do that. And I'm like, dude, it's like, you can come by here. I'm sure my girl would not have liked that. And you can't just invite somebody over. But like, what I was saying is like that sucks for them. That's not okay for them to be homeless and not have any faith to look up to, and they just get more depressed and like, I don't know. But
well, all right, hey, he's gonna put this on. I'm gonna say one thing before he puts it on, and then I'm done. Think about this, people.
You're not done though.
I am done. I swear to God, I'm done after this. But it has to be said. What country do you live in? Okay, because it's hardly recognizable anymore. Okay, our Constitution has been shit on. It's like it doesn't even exist anymore. We don't even have our identity anymore. We can't even hang flags anymore to represent our country. But anyway, let's not go there anymore. But it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
It's a disgrace that the people with the higher power keep constantly sending like younger people out to fight their fucking bullshit wars over money, power.
Well, my son is about to go and represent our country.
Sometimes even respect, like money, power, and respect. Like the planet Earth, we have more than enough room for everybody to live here. Okay, I don't know what the problem is and why countries battle each other all the time. Why we're dealing with this today. And it's because people that are just pieces of shits with big egos, you're going to have the egotistical human beings that you grew up with. It's either the way their family raised them or whatever way they were or the way they grew up or whatever. But it shouldn't be like that. We have more than enough space to go around. And then one day, like I'm going to get into the future here, we're going to get off this planet. We're going to go to Mars. We're going to go way past that. And the technology is there. Like,
so before we put Hilary on, I have one thing to say. If people... seriously, look at me in my eyes. If you love this country, if you love your children, okay, they might go to war one day for us. Your own children. My child, my son, is a senior in high school and he's going to go in the Air Force. All right, he's going to be fighting for our country.
That's what virtual reality is for.
Okay, I just want you to think about one thing. This country, right now, is we don't have an identity anymore since Obama became president 8 years ago. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're not even allowed to be who we are in our own country anymore. We're not even having an opinion that represents our own country. Otherwise, we're considered fucking bigots. Are you kidding me? People, stand up. Stand up. That's all I got to say. Stand up or fucking just be forever forgotten and just be buried in a fucking grave where you belong. Stand up. That's all I got to say. This is pathetic. Stand up, Americans.
All right, one other thing I want to say before I put Hilary on.
Fuck out of here.
Is the whole money situation with our country. The money situation has gotten out of hand. And I'm going to say right now, like a heartfelt thing. So this is with my parents. You know, you see them all happy. You see them go through their roughest times ever. My parents were the most happy people ever in the world. Loved each other. As soon as the money situation came along, and they could no longer, like, my dad could no longer support us as a family, and my mom had to go to work all the time, shit fell apart. Is that okay? No, it's not okay, because we have to have this make-believe object like money. Like, money we need to figure out a better currency. I don't think it's ever going to happen anytime soon. Like, we used to trade and all that other shit, and like I said, the Native Americans had it the best way. Like, we traded and bartered. When you had a product, you traded with somebody. But now when we're locked in a system where you got to pay, you know, your mortgage, like the whole housing and mortgage situation is like ridiculous. Like, and then when you have your like utilities every day, Tesla is going to change everything. I'm going to have a giant battery in my garage one day. We're going to have the solar panel things on my roof. We looked into solar panels this year, and thank God we didn't jump in it because it was like 20 grand or something like that. We're going to like actually credit and do it, but now Tesla's doing these little like things that you put on your roof. And I guarantee a lot of oil companies and people that are corrupt that like the oil companies are going to not like that at all. Electrical companies are not going to like that because they're going to lose literally billions of dollars a year. But we have that technology today, and we're still like falling back behind on it. What? Why? Because
you bring up good points.
But people want more money. Like I mean,
bring up good points, but let's stay on track though. This is election.
Okay, no, I know, but I'm getting an election.
Yeah, you get
but the election,
track,
no matter who.
track.
Yeah, but no matter who's elected.
Tell these people that there's not one single word that Hillary says that's true.
I already told him that like 6 times.
All right.
But it doesn't matter who was elected. Like, whether it's Trump or Clinton.
Well,
there's
no,
still
Trump
people,
is ready to fucking turn upside down.
It doesn't matter. There's still people that
He's
that
the only chance we have on turning upside down.
Just hear me out. There's still people that are on the higher power than that just dangle Trump and Hillary by puppet strings and like.
I understand.
Just
I understand that, but he's the only one that wants to turn it upside down.
They pay for everything for them,
right,
and do everything for them. So whatever.
But he's already declared we're against all of them.
Yes, but the people that like have the money though. Are the
so
ones
if he gets elected, that which makes you believe he's going to have a hard time getting elected, right? Because he's got everybody.
And you're not looking at the bigger power though, man. I'm telling you, it's the people that control all the money in the world is the reason why we're having all these fucking problems.
I know the Illuminati.
Look.
It's Illuminati. Bro,
it might be the Illuminati, but like there's 99. Hold on, just listen. 1% of the world or less actually controls all the money in the world. So 99% of the world doesn't have the money that they have from the what? It's like 100 people that control one or 99%.
Let's just focus on the Democratic Party right now. How about that?
Let's just focus on. Let's just put on Hillary.
Let's just focus on the Democratic Party right now. They're in control of everything. The Department of Justice, the FBI, everybody.
No, I agree. But,
they can do whatever the fuck they want right now.
Let's listen to Hillary real quick.
And they don't care about us. They don't care about us.
Let's listen to Hillary real quick. We listened to Trump and we laughed about it.
But they don't care about us though.
But then we'll talk again because it's been on an hour. I still have 45 minutes left on this tape.
They don't care about us, man.
On this SD card, not tape. We can go back to 80s. TJ, fix your glass.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's listen to Hillary. I know you're looking forward to this. I want to see your reaction.
Put that lying witch on.
Just get over here. I want to see your reaction.
Put that lying witch on.
You're going to love this.
She's like the Wicked Witch of the West.
And Hillary's not funny, but she says some random things. And
oh, God.
Everything
she says makes me puke.
I'm sure whoever edited this together, it's probably hilarious. Let's go. Ready?
Go ahead. Play that shit. Play this lying bitch.
Iowa, I'm back. I don't feel no ways tired.
Try to act black.
The sky will open, the light will come down, celestial choirs will be singing.
We came out of the White House not only dead broke, but in debt. We struggled to, piece together the resources for mortgages, for housing.
Also comments about we're not truly well off.
Don't let anybody tell you that it's corporations and businesses that create jobs.
Is this vast right-wing conspiracy that has been conspiring against my husband.
Mrs. Clinton called Monica Lewinsky a narcissistic Looney Tune.
Fucking right.
She passed, which forever destroyed my faith in politics.
Tired of all those whiny women, and she needs Packwood on healthcare.
These are difficult, hard choices. Hard choices, hard choices, hard choices, hard choices, hard choices. I remember landing under sniper fire.
You don't believe that?
There's nothing to base that on, as far as I know.
What in my background equips me to deal with evil and bad men?
Reimagining impact requires leaders who will reimagine.
This is what we call smart power.
You famously pressed the reset button.
We want to reset.
Are you embarrassed by that?
No, I thought it was a brilliant stroke.
You think we got it?
You did it wrong.
I got it wrong. Showing respect even for one's enemies, empathize with their perspective and point of view.
I am sick and tired of people who say that if you debate and you disagree with this administration, somehow you're not patriotic.
We had 4 dead Americans.
We've seen rage and violence directed at American embassies over an awful internet video that we had nothing to do with.
Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make?
Yeah. Every fucking word you say is a lie, bitch.
I'm gonna say probably before. A lot of the things she said was probably before the whole thing went down with her and Bill. A lot of it was like her pastime, and you know, like you're not supposed to judge people on their past. But when it comes to being the next president, they're both going to bash each other and judge each other in the past. Like, we saw anything from Trump. Like, Trump obviously was like, his show, like, whatever, you're fired. I never watched his fucking show. And then her, like, every little thing she's ever said, it's going to get bashed on both of them. You can't judge people on their past. You got to judge them on their present.
Look, we can't assume that Donald Trump has been honest about everything. All right? There might be some truth to some of the shit that's been said, right? Okay. But, all right. Let's compare the two of the things that have been said also about her. Now, the things that have been said about her has killed people, okay? And has been nationally, I mean, like, just, are you serious?
It's been nationally exposed, but our popular radio stations are not.
I know, and they're not covering it. They're not covering it.
Because they're paying them not
because they're in her back pocket.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate both of these
presidential
elects.
Everybody, you know, everybody.
They're awful human beings.
Oh, you hold on. But here goes the thing. You people need to wake up. Seriously, listen. I don't hate you because it's normal for you to just be hand-fed through a spoon. Through a spoon.
You know how you can wake them up?
Because all you see is what you see, and then you believe it because you see it on TV. It's like, oh, that's real. It's not real. Do your research. This lady is evil, man. Stop being hand-fed through a spoon. Everything that she tells you, because it's bullshit. This lady is evil as hell. Don't you get it? Look, if you're going to go out and vote for her, at least do your fucking research.
Vote for Ed, President of the United States of America, 2016. Goddamn Ed motherfucking the situation, Jess.
Fucking right.
He gonna make shit better.
Fucking right. Yup. Yo, vote me as a nonpartisan.
Vote for Ed. Vote for Ed. Vote for Ed.
I approve this message.
All right, let's try to cut this off because we would actually, let's look at the camera there.
All right.
Hour and 6 minutes. Guys, I'm sorry. You know, you don't have to watch these videos, but you know, me and Ed will enjoy these later. We'll probably end up watching this afterwards.
You seriously need to think about this, people, though.
It's scary times.
Wake the fuck up. That's all we're saying is wake up. Even TJ said, yo, TJ is the most hippie motherfucker there is. If anybody was going to support Hillary, it'd be him.
No, I would never, ever.
No, I'm saying, no, you won't because you're too smart.
I told you before.
Because you're too smart. But if anybody was going to be on the left side, it'd be him.
But I like people that speak their mind and not afraid to say the truth.
Thank you.
And just because Donald says some obscene things about women and other stuff,
right?
He's a man. He's a grab her by the pussy. Okay, he's attracted by her. I'm sorry, he said some offensive things, women. I know I apologize.
He did.
But you know what? The voter things are saying is like most women don't mind that. It's not a big deal. He said some sexual things. It's not like he's gonna walk up to this woman in public and go, I'm gonna grab you by the pussy. Or
no.
I'm sure some of the women that say that they're offended by that have had some nasty men in their lives.
But but honestly, when you can, even if everything he says was true, what you heard him say, it pales 100% in comparison to what Hillary has actually done, and it's been proven. Most of his shit is allegations.
All right, let's end this. So you say your last words, and I'm gonna say my last words, and we're gonna cut off. Unless
all right.
First. We gotta end this.
All right, we're gonna cut this off. Please, people. We're looking at another 8 years of these Democrats.
Well, at least 4. I mean, I don't think
at least 4. At least 4.
Obama was lucky to get 8.
We can't stand another 4. All right, our country has gone to shit. Our country doesn't even have our own. We don't even have our own. We don't even know who we are anymore. Thanks to Obama, and Hillary is Obama on steroids. Please, people, please, pretty please. Just think about it before pretty please, with a cherry on top. Please think about it before you vote. She is evil. Like, how could you ignore the evidence that's out there and say, oh, well, no. Let's look at the real facts. Please, pretty please, do your fucking homework before you vote. That's all I got to ask. That's it. Okay? If you care about this country and you care about your children, don't listen to this propaganda bullshit. Do your homework yourself. And please, please, pretty please, with a cherry on motherfucking top, check out your homework. Because this country is doomed that this bitch fucking takes over. She is the corrupt, most evil, wicked witch of the West that we ever faced. And I don't even know. She's under criminal investigation. How is she even allowed to fucking vote for president? I don't get it.
All right, so as Ed walks away and as I try to end this, I'm going to first off say that, like, I honestly do not 100% support either candidate. Like, I don't support Hillary at all. At all. Trump, he's got like maybe like 90 or 10% of my vote because of like the way Hillary is. Like, she's an awful.
You want him to win though?
I do. I'm going to say right now, I want Trump to win. It's basically the big FU to the United States because he's not part of the political game. He's not one of the ones that like falls in line and does everything that you're supposed to do. He says what's on his mind. I mean, but at the same time, it's scary because
he's already told him I'll go fuck himself.
But the one thing it's very scary to actually elect him because he's unpredictable. But sometimes unpredictable can be good for this country. You got to be willing to take a risk.
We need to change.
It's like when you're playing a football game and it's like you're down by, I don't know, whatever it is, you're down by 7 or 6 and
we need to change.
You decide to go for it instead of fucking kicking that field goal and going into overtime or going into a couple minutes are left. You get what I'm saying. But you got to take a risk sometimes, and I think Trump would honestly make a better president than Hillary because he's going to have a lot of people with the power that he knows, and they're not going to be corrupt like Hillary is.
He wants to get rid of the corrupt people.
That's one thing I do respect him, and he will say whatever he has to say, and he wants to make this country better. And we do look out too much for other countries, and I understand that it's all about humanity, but sometimes you got to look out for yourself before you look out for others. And every day, when example was just like walking, like we live right outside of Philly, and ever since I was a kid, I walk out into Philly and I see so many homeless people, and I've actually met some of them and talked to them before. Some are a little like out there, but then there's other ones just like, look, this is my situation, I have no choice, and nobody's helping them. World War II veterans, people that literally have lost their family, and they have
and to go on with your point,
they have mental disease, they can't really think for themselves, and they're just like, nobody's helping them.
And to go on with your point, I'm gonna let you continue, I don't want to interrupt you, but to go on with your point, right, what has been the main priority? It's been refugees from other countries. Not our own. Okay? Our own fucking citizens have been fucking suffering. Our own veterans from fucking war have been suffering.
You got it. He's right.
All right? And we're letting all these people in here, and the only people that are fucking we're at war with are the people that we're letting in here.
The only people
we're fighting a war from within.
The only people we're at war at is ourselves. Like, we are at war with ourselves every
because we're making it that way. Because
that's what I'm trying to say. It's like we're at war with ourselves.
Because we're opening up the borders for everybody to come in here from other places.
And I never really got into politics that much growing up.
Think about it.
I didn't give a shit, but now that I have kids, I want the best for my kids someday. And
well, think about this.
And I want to literally...
Are you not scared, actually? Think about this.
I'm not scared at all.
Well, I am a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared to go out to a public place on anywhere.
Well, I'm not...
A movie theater.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Are you not a little bit
No,
now?
I'm not. I'm going to tell you
not a tiny bit?
I'm going to tell you right now.
A tiny bit?
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not scared at all because I don't believe in any of this shit that we go through every day because I feel like I told you before, I get my hippie status. Aliens, man. I think we're in a big simulated world. Like, we're a big scientist.
All right, so you think it's never going to happen?
I think we are.
You think it's never going to happen where you live?
I'm telling you right now, I think we're a big fucking science experiment, and that's the way it is.
All right,
and there's a higher power that we don't understand.
On, man.
No, you can sit there. Yeah, see, you don't look at the outer layer, dude. There's an under layer below.
No. Well,
just hear me out. Do you ever wake up and just come here?
No, all right. Basically,
do you ever wake up and just wonder, like, what the fuck am I doing here? What am I doing? Like, what is this? What is life? Why are we here? Like,
no, listen. Let's stop that bullshit for a second.
That's not bullshit. That's real. Like, that's the real truth.
No. Let's keep it real.
That is real. That's me.
All right. Well, that's you keeping it real. With your point of view, and I'll respect your point of view.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm not going to push it on you like you try to push me.
Right. No.
Religious beliefs on me.
No, I'm not. I never try to push my religion. No, let's not go there. But basically, though, honestly, we have to worry. because the current regiment that's out there right now is letting in hundreds and millions of people that are coming from terrorist states, okay, like Islamic fucking.
And it does suck that they're doing that, but there are some good people there. That
I understand.
We apologize ahead of time, but like for all the people that are awful, we have to like just say no.
But we have to fucking. We're fighting a war from within.
You have to say no.
Nobody can. All right. Basically, the bottom line is nobody can attack us from without. Okay, because our military forces are too strong. They can't attack us from without. So what they have to do is attack us from within. And basically, I don't care if you want to admit it or not. Just take a look at the evidence. Obama he's created like millions of people to come in here to fucking attack us from within.
As you can see, as you see, this video is very long. Like anytime we get on a political subject, it can be very like difficult for people to discuss. And
well, it's not going to change. It's not going to change unless we change the president.
Right now, just because
if Hillary is the president, it's not going to change.
Yeah, but you see.
All right, so hold on. If you want to go to the movie theater with your children and not worry, okay? Because I had to worry, and my family has to worry just to go to the movie theater, okay? Because we got all this crazy shit going on with these Islamic fucking radical motherfuckers that we're letting in here. Okay, and it's true. I don't care how you want to fucking.
But then you have the small ones that come in here that are part of that religious cult, or not religious cult, but the people that are part of that society, and they come in and they get like thrown away, and they're just good people.
But it's
and they
not.
Want to be a citizen in the United States, and it's hard to like.
All right, but listen, we're at war right now. We're at war. It's a different story. It would be different if we're not at war.
We shouldn't be at war.
But we are at war. We are at war. So let's fucking face the facts.
Okay, but we shouldn't be at war. And the way we live today.
Let's face the facts. Hold on.
Can I say one more thing? Come on, you talked way more than that.
All right, well let's face the facts. We're at war right now.
I agree, we're at war. But
all right, and where are we at war at?
I don't know, but
within.
As a human being.
All right, so listen. You have 2 young children. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's what I'm saying. As a human being, I think having children, like, isn't that the most important thing?
If you don't stand up,
isn't having children the most important thing? Not your property or like what your religious belief are.
Fuck all your property. None of that matters. What matters is your family.
This is because the people that are old-fashioned people
but we have to worry now, though, TJ, about even going out to the movies or bowling. You know, about some radical fucking nut job like coming in there and killing us because they hate us. Okay? And because we're letting them into our borders. We have no border security. We need to fucking change that shit, man. Like, seriously, we're letting in all these terrorists. Do you not agree with that?
No, I do. But it's just at the same time, I don't want those people that aren't bad people.
I'm sorry. Look, forget that shit. Forget that shit. When they come, we know.
Right, okay, no, I understand. But the refugees that come in, and I'm so sorry, but
we need to cut that shit off.
But he's right though. You can't let everybody in because there's those people that come in and they're really like giving risks to like our children today, and like.
All right.
And I don't want my kid to go to school with some refugees, and all of a sudden like they have some kind of like hypnotic or some crazy plan. Like 12 years later, 15 later, when they're in high school, and all of a sudden the school blows up.
Well, let me give you a good example.
And I'm sorry for the good people that want to come to the United States and be citizens, and I apologize for that. But there's always going to be bad people.
You have to wait in line. You have to wait in line and be properly
until we can figure out a way
to figure out who you are.
Until we can figure out a way to assess all these people.
Yeah.
And just like our police system today, there's a better way to figure out who's the right person to be a police officer and who's not the right person to be a police officer.
All right, well, let me give you a good example. All right, so I'm going to back up with what I'm saying. So just to let you know, I'm not like some kind of racist, crazy dude. All right, here goes the thing. I got an uncle of mine, okay, who works for Border Control. A very respected Border Control man. He's been in the business for years. Very, very respected in what he does. Border Control. Okay, he's come to visit me about 2 or 3 times in the past year, and actually he came to visit me about a month ago. Not even a couple weeks ago, actually.
Speak your mind.
A couple weeks ago, and he told me, he said, Ed, listen, I do Border Control. Okay. And he told me, he said, there's no way that we can actually physically tell who these people are. They're coming in from Syria.
You're right. No, you can't tell.
Because they come from third world countries where there aren't even fucking hospitals that they can document their birth certificates. And they change their names multiple times, and it's impossible.
But then these third world countries where they come up at, it's literally the education value. It's making people the way they are today.
Right.
Just like in America today, we have the education value. Is like
okay. Well, that's a whole nother story.
But when we take all this money,
take all this
money, and we put it towards wars instead of our educational system and supporting people and making them better human beings. Then you're always going to have problems. And until we figure that out,
that's a whole nother story. And actually,
and I honestly think Trump and Hillary both don't give a shit.
All right, so first off, there is no way that we can properly identify everybody that's coming in here. Okay, first off and foremost. All right, and we're letting them in by the millions. And we're
anytime soon we cannot.
No, we cannot. There's no way
you have
at
to
all.
be evaluated so much.
My uncle just told me that he works on border control.
No machine will ever be able to evaluate a human being.
No way. All right, and then there's another issue, okay? The other issue is, okay, just like TJ was saying, oh God, this is good. I gotta get myself back on track.
I still can't get over that Bill Clinton hasn't taken that DNA test for his fucking legitimate half black son. That boggles my mind.
Well,
that should be one of the main focuses.
Well, yeah.
Because Hillary says she's all about the children and about being an
Yeah.
adult and like taking care of your kids. Well, how about me? I take care of my fucking 2 kids every day. Bill, are you taking care of yours? I loved you as a president, but you need to man the fuck up. Fuck the whole PC political bullshit. If you actually stepped up and took care of that kid, I guarantee that more people would have voted for you, and you're too worried about what people are going to think of you because you fucked up outside your marriage.
Yeah,
Who gives a shit? You're a human being. You're a man. You had sex with another woman. You had a kid. Man up, because 90% of society does that. Look at fucking Maury show every day. What the fuck? Like, I would support Hillary more if you would have stepped up and did that.
All right, yeah. Actually, you bring up a good point. Think about this, people.
That poor kid. He's got to be known throughout his life as Bill Clinton's fucking son. And Bill will never admit to being that. And he even said that, like, Bill would send his parents in, like, $700 a fucking week. $700, I mean, shit, obviously. But then when he became the president, completely the money disappeared. Why? All of a sudden because president, so that just right there tells you that you really are his son, buddy. Yeah, I'm sorry you got to go through that, my man. Yeah. That's fucked up, dude. Like, you were probably the most important person in this whole thing, and it's not even being discussed at all.
Yeah, not at all. Why not? Because they got the press in their back pocket. Okay? How can they even dare, the Democrats, how could they even dare come up with these accusations against Trump, right? When it's already known about Bill Clinton, and he's already been impeached from the White House because of his sexual misconduct. And you're telling me it's okay to let this motherfucker back in the White House?
But what the crazy part is, like,
you're gonna slam Trump on accusations. But the shit is not even proven.
But the crazy part is, like,
we're gonna shit this proven on Clinton.
What the crazy part is when I like.
What the fuck?
Just listen to me. The crazy part is, like you say, his sexual misconduct. He's a human being. He made some mistakes sexually.
Yeah.
He slept with some women.
We can forget that.
He apparently isn't like Hillary supports like.
Wait, he doesn't belong in the White House though.
People anytime
he doesn't belong in the White House.
No, but anytime somebody does something, it's like they have a disease. He doesn't have a disease. He's a human being. He made some mistakes sexually. He's sexually attracted women. I'm sure Hillary was very.
His dick is hard and he can't help himself.
Listen. I'm sure Hillary was very busy with what she had to do. They did have the blessing of having Chelsea Clinton. Did you ever watch Rush Hour 2? And he's like, and the outtakes and like Chris Tucker's like trying to say Chelsea Clinton. He's like Kelsey Clinton. But anyway,
hold on.
Just let me out.
All right,
but. It's not that big of a deal. You made a mistake.
But I think
you didn't really make a mistake.
But I think we
just listen to me. God
all
damn
right,
it.
Fine. Go ahead. Finish.
Religion says that you can't do that things with other people. But like, where's the free love shit? I get it, Bill. You were having a good time. You had a kid, but step up and be a father to that boy, man.
All right, forget about Bill Clinton.
Stop. No, I'm not going to forget about Bill Clinton because the reason why we're discussing this because Hilary was one of the ones that covered it up. Because,
I know.
Bill, if you ever want to be in office,
And she
you can do that.
attacked.
And then
she attacked all the ladies that he fucking assaulted.
Basically, the conversation they had was like, Bill, if you ever want to be in office and be the next president, you can't admit that you have a half-black son with some prostitute.
Yep.
Or whoever she was. And I'm sure she was a great woman, but she did what she had to do to get by. And first of all, if America was doing well and supported us with jobs, we wouldn't have had that problem where she had to be a prostitute. And that poor man, like, I watched his, like, video. He looks just like fucking Bill Clinton. So if you ain't Bill Clinton's son, I swear, somebody go out there, just, like, go up to Bill, hug him, maybe, like, rub his head a little bit in the back, like, you go to hug him, get a little piece of hair and take it somewhere to Maury show.
Yeah.
Now, Maury, you could really cash in. It's like,
nah.
All right, we found a piece of hair of Bill Clinton's, and you are the father of Bill Clinton. Put a big billboard, postboard up on the wall, like, Bill Clinton's a father, you motherfucker, holy
All
shit.
right.
Monday morning, before the election, the day before we reveal that this boy is the ex-president of the United States' son.
I want to ask you a favor as a friend.
I
want you to personally attack. Okay?
But I can't.
I want you to personally attack all these zombie motherfuckers that are going to sit there and try to
you can't
smash Trump over some allegations, but we have proof of over everything else.
You can't blame the people that are zombies of it because, honestly, when you really look at it, from my perspective, I'm going to tell you right now, as I look at Donald Trump, I do like him more, but at the same time, I feel like Hillary would do a better job because she's an evil person, and evil people have power. The people that
But she won't do better for our country, though.
No, but she'll do a better job in the long run. She might keep us situated, but like the people that become bosses and have higher power are usually the people that are egotistical assholes. You don't get nice people in office. Like, you don't get that.
It needs to be fair, though. It's not about we the people.
And it's not going to be fair. Hillary will be the next president.
It's not about we the people.
And I'm sorry, and if you want to come by Tuesday when she's elected, me and you can mope about it and we can talk about it, but I'm telling you right now, it sucks, but she probably will be the next president of the United States.
Well, everything is working in her power. She's got the Department of Justice. She's got the FBI. She's got everybody else on her side.
And
so
you can actually, like, you can look
she's got everybody in her back pocket, so why not?
And if I was a woman, I would be completely ashamed to say she was the first
How did black people fucking vote for her is all I want to ask. What have she done?
What I'm going to say that, first of all, like,
what has the Democrats done?
We thought Obama was bad, but Obama did a decent job. He didn't do the worst job ever.
Oh.
No, but there's been way worse presidents.
Okay.
The system is.
I guess there's been worse presidents. I guess there's been worse presidents. I guess there has.
Is very corrupt.
But
just listen.
He's a puppet. He's a puppet. The only reason why he was elected was because he was black.
Just listen to me, okay? And that's exactly why Hillary's going to win. Just listen.
Because he's a loon.
First of all, the system is very corrupt. That's why, for the first time ever, we had a black president in 2008. If you don't think the system's corrupt, then there's been 200 plus years of white male presidents, and then all of a sudden we have a black president, and now we're about to have a female president. So if you don't think the system's corrupt, then I don't know what...
It's mad corrupt. It's mad corrupt.
Okay, thank you. But we have to end this. It is now at an hour and 27 minutes. We literally have... We have 40 minutes on there, but
I think people want to hear further.
Hey, the Eagles got to play.
I think people want to hear more.
Hey, the Eagles play tomorrow. I don't have the greatest system on my computer to back up my shit, but let's try to end this. What do you want to say? Like I said before, let's try to end this, and it kept going. Say one thing that you want to say within 1 minute. You have 1 minute on the clock. I'm going to time it.
All right. Okay.
Ready? Set.
Go. I'll say it one more time. People, if you ever want to have any chance, you ever heard the saying "we the people"? Well, it's not been "we the people" for a long time. It's been far, far, far from it. We've been controlled by a machine. All right. This is the one chance that you have to make a difference. It really is. It really is. It's the one chance you have to make a difference. Step up and vote. Vote against Hillary, okay? even if you don't like Trump personally, you don't have to like him as your friend. He's not going to be there at lunch with you. He's not going to be there at dinner with you. He's not going to be talking to your kids about future stuff. But he's got at least some plans to change shit and turn shit upside down. He wants to turn shit upside down. Our government is so corrupt, it's ridiculous. People, please, don't be a zombie. Don't be a zombie. At least do your research before you vote. Check on how corrupt this girl is. I call her girl because she's a girl. She's not even a lady. She is an evil bitch. You want Bill Clinton back in the White House?
As my dad would say to my mom, it wasn't very nice. She's an evil motherfucking cunt.
Yes.
Go fly away on your fucking broom.
Yeah, she is. Well, think about this.
She's not a nice lady.
Think about this for 1 second. Bill Clinton was, impeached from the White House.
30 seconds.
And now, 30 seconds. And now you're going to let him back in? How is he even allowed to be back in? How is she even allowed to vote for president? She's going to be impeached because her corruption goes so deep. So, what do you know about her vice president? Is that who you're voting for, her vice president? Please, people, wake the fuck up. Please.
My turn.
Please, wake up.
God damn it, Ed. I'm sorry. You're gonna wake up Brody. He's right above us. I want to say, first of all, before I really actually end this video log, I apologize for my electrical tape glasses here. I still haven't gotten around to getting a new pair. My girl works late hours. Unfortunately, she has to work all the time. She leaves for work at like 5:30 in the morning and drives for an hour of traffic in Balkenwood and PA. And it doesn't get back sometimes until 7:30, sometimes like 5:36 when the kids are still awake, but I end up taking care of them by myself all day. And I'm sorry, time is tight, but I do want to get new glasses because I really need them. But it doesn't matter what you look like and how much money you have in your pocket. Like me, I have no money. But another thing I want to say is I'm really sorry for the situation we were going through right now. America is in a very, very, very crucial situation in life.
Post it before election day, it don't matter.
And honestly, this probably won't be up before the election day. But
No, dude.
At least it won't be.
Post this before election.
No, it won't be, dude. We just filmed like overnight. I have so much stuff I got to share.
I don't care. This is more important.
You're right. It is very important.
But post it before election day.
All right, I'll try to. Okay.
No, don't try to. Do it.
But I'm going to say, first of all,
If you
no
don't,
matter,
it'll piss at
just hear me out. No matter what happens, it does not matter who the next president of the United States is, because
It does matter.
It does matter, but it doesn't matter at the same time. You're still going to be living here on this planet Earth. You're still going to have your friends and your family. It's not like one day you're going to wake up and the place will be annihilated by nukes, because the nuclear missiles are probably made up anyway. Who knows? It's all like to keep us like regulated. Who knows what's going on? But
no, this thing will be next one you post before election day.
what I want to also say is that, like, fuck all this bullshit.
Right.
I love you guys. And like I said the other day on Instagram and Facebook posts, like, I am really bummed about the next presidential candidate coming up, because I'll be watching Tuesday hardcore. I watched all three debates, and every debate was like a circus to me. Like, I had a hard time deciding what was funnier, SNL parodies or the actual debates themselves.
It ain't funny.
And it's not. It shouldn't be funny. It should be real. But it was funny to watch the debates. And then you go to SNL, it's like, this is funny, but the debates are just as funny. And but like I was saying the other day, is that no matter what happens, we have one universal language. I don't want to get hippie on you, and Ed's not going to like it, but music is the fucking universal language. We have all our differences, our religion, all that shit. And the more we like separate, whether you're black, you're white, you're Native American, you're Chinese, Japanese, bad knees, look at these.
If you don't post this before election date, then you're a sucker.
Music is always going to be there for you guys. So put on your favorite music when you're bummed out after everything happens. And just relax, put the headphones on, just tune everything out and enjoy yourself, man. And I'm going to end this, like I always say, to stop judging, start loving, accept others for who they are. And just be your goddamn self, man.
Yeah, take that serious.
Farts are funny.
Take that to the bank.
We love you guys, man. Just we're just like having our normal conversation. And another thing I want to say. Another thing I want to say is like I'm going to
say one thing.
For 2017, I'm getting a 360 camera, and I'm gonna start doing vlogs 360 randomly. So if you can look into the VR virtual reality headsets, and you can look around, you can actually sit there and look throughout my whole garage. In 2017, virtual
It's gonna be
reality,
pretty cool.
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
But if everybody, hold on.
God damn it! You had your words.
No, I'm gonna put this on there because I want it to be known. Because this
You're already know, man. An hour and 35 minutes we've been talking.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm so sorry, guys. We talk a lot.
If he doesn't post this, I don't care what else is going on. This is very important. This is more important than anything else that's going on. He can always post other shit anytime. The election is coming up on fucking Tuesday. If he doesn't post this shit before then, I'm gonna be very pissed off. That's all I gotta say.
Good. Speak into this microphone and tell me what you think.
If you don't post this shit before election day, well then, I think you're full of shit, and I think that you have a chance to actually make a difference. Fucking post this shit before election day. Let people see it. Let people know the truth, because a lot of people are stupid. They all know the truth. Fucking post this shit before election day, dude. Put the other shit on hold. Put the other shit on hold, for real.
No, we got the OPW show. My kids are more important.
Oh, okay. They're more important than election?
Yeah, my kids are
It's
more
not
important.
going nowhere. It's not
All
going
right,
nowhere.
we're gonna go, guys.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men.
You don't make a difference.
Alright, guys, we gotta go. We out.
You ready for this? Ready for this? It's gonna get loud, niggas. Ready? Good night. Come on, Ed.
No.
All right, we're done with all that. We were actually watching the video, but like we filmed an hour and 44 minutes, and I honestly don't feel like really wasting our time watching it.
No, that's all.
I know, and I understand. We'll put on something first, though, and then we'll put on your shit.
I'm all about supporting
I'm gonna
local
let
shit. I'm all about supporting local
I'm letting
stuff.
it listen to some Less Than Jake in with the out crowd.
All right, give me a good song then.
Okay, this is one of my favorites.
All right.
All right, well, that's what I do when I'm by myself in my garage. I usually rock out the music. I don't always sacrifice Brody's billboard cutout, but whew, out of breath, out of shape. That's what I do, man. When I have a good time, enjoy ourselves, man. Music is the best universal language. What do you want to put on something? That copyright content shit's gonna pop up, so I probably can't share all that. But
no, actually, you said listen, it didn't happen, so it's not gonna happen.
No, it did a couple times.
We can put it on whatever we want to put on.
Fat and out of shape.
We can put it on whatever we want to put on.
But let's put on. But I want to say like that's what I do when I'm by myself, and I can't always bring people around because they don't want to do that. And he was like, "Let's put on something I know. Just tune into what you want." You know what I got? Yeah,
and I rocked out to it.
You know what I got him into?
I liked it a lot.
He got into that like reggae shit that I was listening to the other week.
But that shit was cool, and I represent that band also, 100%. What's the name again? Tell him, camera.
LTJ, less than Jake, son.
All right, Jake, I love you, bro. That shit was cool.
That's awesome. Let's just enjoy ourselves, man. Let's have a good time. Ed, you put on what you want next, son.
All right.
You choosing.
Let's put some good shit on.
Teaching the way. Now you are. Now you're being recorded. You gotta be quick.
I am.
Copyright pops up.
All right, everybody.
I'm gonna pause it again. You come back. This copyright will pop up.
Are you like interrupting me right now?
Yup.
Get on the copyright it. Anyway. Guess what, everybody? Just be yourself. Be yourself. And be comfortable with who you are. Don't worry about who you look like for anybody else. Are you ready to cut me off?
Yep.
So I'm not gonna. I haven't ever been controlled by anybody else.
All right, so Ed's out here with me. We just had a discussion now. You want to pour your heart out? He was saying like he's tired of what everybody else thinks of him, and he needs to go through life not worrying about what people think of him. And I got him out here rocking out. We can't put like too much music on because of copyright stuff, but I got him listening to Pasadena, Nowhere Fast. Here we go. Search the song, you can hear it. We're gonna cut off me and Ed, we're gonna dance around. We're gonna spin him around. Ed requested Led Zeppelin. He wanted some song, but we couldn't figure out what it was, so I put on my favorite, Ramble On. Ready? It describes me perfectly. It's Ed's song. I ramble on. You're gonna sing the chorus. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Who gives a shit?
Lord, take me in mind before that comes.
Told you I'd get you.
You got me. You got me. Alright. TJ said something to me, right? And it makes so much sense.
Can't copyright's coming up. Alright, I paused it.
Alright. Because he didn't want this song to be.
No, I don't want to be copyrighted. I'm tired of people taking away my monetization.
Okay. All right. Actually, no. One thing TJ said was very, very important. And charge the battery pack.
Oh shit! Now the camera's on. All right, hurry up.
All right. Bottom line is,
All right, it's on. It's plugged in, Ed.
Okay, so we lost power there for a second.
I'm sorry.
All right, from all my previous videos with TJ, I was very embarrassed of how I blah, 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 blah. I just talk forever. I wanted to smack myself sometimes. So I'm sure you all felt the same way. But you still love me. But that's very cool, actually. But anyway, what I wanted to say is something very important. And not blah, blah, blah no more. Actually, me and TJ were just talking. He was talking about his father. And, you know, how things, you know, his father was very talented.
Because Leonard Skinner came up, so like.
We talked about Leonard Skinner, and his father had a band, and his father was very good, actually.
Yeah, he was. He was very good.
And maybe, who knows? Maybe he could have made it to something different. But basically, the bottom line is, if you believe in yourself, and you have a passion for something, and you believe in it,
you do it.
Do it.
Don't let somebody else say otherwise.
It only takes one person. TJ, right? Am I right or wrong, TJ?
No, I
Sometimes when most people, it only takes one person to get in your way, to stop you from ever becoming what you could.
Well, that's what I just discussed with him was like, I know every time like somebody comes up with a creative idea and something weird, like I was just telling him, and I was like, if I listened to everybody and said what I was doing, like the idea was like, I told Rebecca like a long time ago before I did.
Good example.
Cat Dad.
Great example.
Thing. I said, I was like, you see this mask online? Look, it looks like Captain Creature or Cat.
And Rebecca told you,
she's like, oh yeah, whatever, it's cool. And I was like, no, I'm really gonna do it. It took me like 3 months to get that mask, but I bought it and I did something with it, and now we're getting steady income every month of like almost $1,000 sometimes. So
right, and next thing you know, you're all over national television.
So if I would have listened to her, like, even though she's my lover, I know, I respect. She's just like looking out for me. She's like, well, that wouldn't be right to scare them. But I'm like, I'm not trying to scare them. I was just trying to make something fun. And honestly, my original plan was just to pick up my cat and just take a picture with him, and it turned out to be something else. So
well, that's a great example, actually. Actually, TJ, that's a perfect example because that's how you got on the map.
And unfortunately, my father always listened to my mother and did what she said. He did. My mom had my dad in check for the longest time.
Right.
And we were just discussing as we listened to Leonard Skinner, Ooh, That Smell. And I was saying, like, they would come into my bedroom as a kid, and there'd be, like, beer bottles, even, like, whiskey bottles, literally, like, the song, like, surrounding my bedroom. And a couple of them were,
and
like...
you can still remember that.
And I do.
From, like, 4 years old.
When I was, like, 3 or 4, I remember the one, it was, like... I grabbed, like, I guess it must have been a beer can. I must have spilled it all over me. And she's like, Tom, there's beer all over you. Yeah, so that was my life. But
you know what, though? Actually, hold on. Time out.
Listen. Stuff,
he's got a lot of good memories still. But the bottom line is, though, people, what he just told you, it goes a long way. And it was our conversation we were just having at the same time. I told him I'm not going to let nobody get in my way on when I have an idea on something, because there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people that are going to be like, yeah, I don't believe in that, and like, you shouldn't do that. That's silly. And they're going to put you down, and you're going to be like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. And then you'll never find out what you could have been. And you're always going to have regrets. Well, TJ, okay, check this out. If he would have done that with his own lady, okay, who loves him very much, his most loving person in the world, why would he not listen to her? But she told him, don't do it.
yeah, because I had an idea and I went with it.
He had an idea and he went with it. Okay,
harmless
listen.
idea. It wasn't like gonna
It
hurt.
wasn't a harm. Yeah, it was a harmless idea. So basically, you know what? Listen, if you're a man, be a man.
Or a woman, you be a woman.
And if you're I was going there. You know what? That wasn't fair. You cut me off. I got a chance. No, and if you're a woman, be a woman.
If you're a human being and you have an idea.
Any human being that has an idea, don't matter who wants to get in your way.
You go with it because, like I said before, the
go ahead, say it.
Art is going to make the comfortable feel disturbed and the disturbed feel comfortable. And that's the best part about making art, like I did with my parents. Like, I still get criticism today, but you know, honestly, the internet tells the truth. Is like how many people watch it every day. I get people like say, "I wake up to your parents. Is that weird that I listen to them throughout the night?" It might be weird, but hey, that's you, man. You make the uncomfortable comfortable and the comfortable uncomfortable. And
Okay, yeah.
that's art. I guess I'm an artist. Like people can say, "You're an art," and then when they see me in Ed, it's like drunk art. I mean, we don't look at this art. It's just like hanging out, and having a good time.
Well, I thought that was pretty funny when somebody said that. Actually, when I first met TJ,
get your half face on there.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Come on.
He's not good with cameras.
I know. I'm not used to being a superstar.
Most people I'm
not used to being a superstar yet. All right, like TJ, but I'm getting there.
You're a superstar.
Superstar. Tell me what.
Me and Mariah. Go back like baby. Mariah. Yo, rest in peace, old dirty bastard.
Yeah,
ODB.
rest in peace, ODB.
Fucking love that man.
Yeah, he was the best.
And he's an example right then and there. He just did whatever the fuck
Yeah.
he wanted to do.
Hell yeah.
He still looked at today as like one of the greatest musicians today.
Yep.
And then just his vocals, like your vocals. I guarantee, if he, can you imagine that man going to a vocal coach?
Yeah, there was no such thing. Yeah, no.
Don't listen to anybody that thinks they know what they're talking about.
No.
Vocal coach, teacher, whatever they tell you, like that's not a good idea what they're doing. Don't listen to them.
Basically,
do
yeah.
what you want to do. Okay?
What me and TJ are telling you tonight, seriously, don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nobody tell you. If you believe in yourself, don't let nobody hold you back from going forth what you're doing. Because if you do that, well, then you're always going to regret it.
And then what do you really have? Like, what do you really have?
And what? And what? For what? For what?
Over somebody else's opinion.
For some loser? Come on, please.
A loser is just.
They don't have to be a loser. They don't have to be a loser.
It's just
all right,
somebody else.
I'm wrong for saying that. They don't have to be a loser.
It's okay, but it's just somebody else that is. They're giving their opinion, but like just because they have their opinion, but
shoot for the stars. Basically, right? Shoot for the stars. Is basically what we're saying. If you have a dream, pursue it.
But as you shoot for those stars, still make sure you maintain.
Oh yeah, you can't like
days. Like my kids, like I have a lot of ideas and stuff I want to do, but my kids come first. And I'm sorry, I don't always put up these videos every week. But as my kids continue to grow with me, as they get bigger and they become easier, Brody's become a lot easier. Beckham's getting there, and then when they get bigger, I'll start making more video content. But I don't want to make daily videos of like our normal 8 to whatever day we have where we hang around all the time. It's
Wait,
nice.
so basically what you're saying is like, don't give up your day job, to pursue your dreams, but never give up your dreams.
Yes.
Pretty much, right?
I agree. Exactly.
Okay, so don't let nobody ever tell you that your dreams ain't gonna be something, because guess what? Everyone that has been told this shit, well, most of them that pursued their dreams and became big time, they've been told that from everybody. So
they've been told from day one that you
weren't gonna be nothing. All right, and
I'm gonna tell you right now an example. I know a lot of you aren't.
I hope that we're inspiring people. Is what I'm hoping.
Fuzi too, for example. I know a lot of you aren't fans of him, but the first time he wanted to become like an actor, and the one thing his manager told him was like not to be a YouTube vlogger, that it's the worst thing you could possibly do for your career. And now look at him. Well, he doesn't know about him, but he's got like millions.
No, I don't know who he is either.
He's coming up to like 10 million subscribers, and like you don't listen to other people. You do what you're comfortable with and that you enjoy doing. And when it becomes to the point where you don't enjoy making the videos you make, or when you don't want to watch the videos that you make, then that's something that you don't want to do. Like me, I go out to my garage. Like you just saw me and Ed dancing. I was like joking around. This is what I do. I come out here. I watch the videos, what I film with my kids throughout the week. And I'm not going to lie. I watch that. Sometimes if I've already watched it, I like to review them. I'll put on the headphones, listen to music. And I'm out here dancing and just like goofing all like that.
All right, actually, can I say something about that?
Can I finish? Can
I
finish?
Go ahead. Finish.
No, I was like quoting somebody. Go ahead.
All right.
Can I finish?
Actually,
I was quoting Ross Perot. Can I finish?
Oh, okay.
Remember him, Ross Perot?
Actually, everybody here, TJ has a lot of fans, and for a good reason.
No, I don't. I have a decent amount.
Well, he has a decent amount of friends, but he should have more. And
These glasses, they're just never gonna take me serious until I get my glasses fixed. Brody, you broke them on Christmas Day last year. Hopefully by Christmas Day this year they'll be fixed, and I'll have a new pair, not fixed, a new pair coming up.
Okay. But you know what's really you know what's really cool? There you go. Ghetto superstar. No.
Coming from above,
reaching for the stars.
Okay,
come on. No.
Now
All right, stop. Because nobody's taking it seriously at that. Seriously though, people. Honestly, I think that you could take a really good message from this. I don't know if you believe it or not, but the truth of the matter is, just reach for your stars and don't worry about nobody saying that you can't do this or you can't do that, because if you do that, you'll never have a chance at anything.
And this coming from you, that he like literally just told me a moment, like, I think I'm going through life the wrong way. Like, I'm always worrying about what other people think.
Yes.
And he literally just admitted to me, and I was like, that's what I've been trying to like say to you.
And basically, yes. I kind of went through my whole life
being
always worrying that
tough guy.
Oh, all right, yeah. I went through the tough guy process where
it's when I first met him. I even friended him, even though he was like,
I was a tough guy because I had to be where I came from.
Where you grew up, sometimes it's different. You have to be. Like,
I had to be, because if I wasn't, I was getting snuck.
I didn't grow up like
I was getting world star. That's where I came from. Bang! I was getting, if I wasn't ready, I was getting world star. Yeah, that's where I came from. So, okay, I had to be tough guy, because if I wasn't, it was world star.
I fucking love you, man.
You know what I mean?
See, that's what I mean. Like, you don't gotta worry about what these people.
But
think
I don't have to worry about that shit no more. But, so basically, forget that stuff. Basically, people, listen, live your life. Don't worry. Like he tells you, what's your famous? Go ahead, plug it.
Stop judging, start loving, accept others for who they are.
All right, say it in normal voice this time.
Stop judging, start loving, accept others who they are, and just be yourself.
Say it one more time.
Meow.
One more time.
They know what it is. Stop judging,
right.
start loving, accept others, and be yourself. Meow.
All right.
And even with a goddamn because I have cats.
Listen, basically, the bottom line is
funny.
There's so many people. There's so many people that have that maybe had a lack of confidence and didn't pursue what they believed in because maybe somebody else had some negative bullshit to say about what they were following or what they were.
That's usually how it happens. Is somebody else will like completely.
Oh yeah, because there's always going to be a hater. There's always going to be a hater.
Whether it's your friends or your family. I mean, sometimes your friends like they're going to say things and judge you for what you do, whether it be your family.
Always.
And sometimes they think they're just looking out for the best for you, but
right.
They don't know you for who you are.
Right, and even people that think they're looking out for your best interest. So basically, the bottom line is basically. Always, if you believe in something and you believe that it's true and you believe it's something you want to do and you believe in your heart, just fucking do it. Despite what anybody else says. Am I right, TJ?
No, you are completely right.
100%. Listen, do not let nobody else distract you. Go forward with it. If it doesn't work out, then don't crucify yourself. If it wasn't meant to be, then it wasn't meant to be. But don't let nobody else.
But even if it wasn't meant to be, at times you're gonna have plenty of times where it's like it doesn't work out for you, but you just don't give up.
Well, keep going.
Yeah, like keep going. Like
how many times did Edison fucking
Edison? What are you talking about? Edison? Fucking goddamn nigga Tesla, man.
Yeah.
Tesla.
How many times did all of our great inventors like fail?
Plenty of times.
All the great ones. All the great ones failed plenty of times.
You can only fail.
They all fail plenty of times. So listen, don't even worry about failing. If you fail, you fail. But if you don't,
look at you being all motivational.
No, I love this. This is serious though.
This is great. Look at you, motivational Ed. I love
this. This is serious though.
Spreading positivity.
If you don't, it's all. It's real. If you don't try, you'll never succeed. Okay. You're gonna fail on your way to trying to succeed.
And I can tell you straight up. First of all, I bet you like more than half of the people that watch us know that already. But there probably are some.
They know this. There
are some younger viewers here that watch this, and I can't imagine what you guys go through today. Because when we were younger, Ed's a little older than me, not by much, but like we didn't have all this like celebrities like on YouTube. Well, I guess you could say celebrities. I'm not a celebrity, but you look at people on YouTube, and they have the freedom to say whatever you want. As we were kids, we only had like television, and then we had musicians, and even then, musicians. We grew up in like a hardcore hip hop era where it was like.
Everything was roughed off.
Yeah, it was pretty rough to listen to that music, but like some people would take that seriously. You had to act hard and act like be a badass. Like,
oh yeah,
and I still respect that.
We
music
grew up
today.
in that world where we had to be tough and rough.
But when you're young and you listen to that kind of like music, it can like influence you to do things. So I can imagine how it influences some of you younger generations today.
No doubt.
And I think about my kids today. Someday, I mean, I can't even imagine. I mean, my boys aren't even. Christ, Brody's 15, 16 months now. What it's going to be like when they're like 12 years old and they're like on their iPad. Fucking virtual fucking iPad virtual fucking 3D things, whatever they're gonna be doing in the future, the iPhone 20 or iPad 20.
Yeah, right. I mean, the virtual 3D. Yeah,
we live in a hard time today where it's very confusing because technology is running at a rapid rate, and we lived at a simple time where we had cassette tapes, and then our parents, Christ, and grandparents, we had fucking record players, goddamn fancy record player, man.
But let's keep on track though.
Sorry,
let's keep on track. What's very important, right? TJ, if you don't agree with me, then you can tell me. But if you do, then let me know. But I think it's very important for everybody that watches your videos, because you have a lot of young people still, right? And some people our age still too. And some people are going through depression and shit like that.
Oh, depression is the worst. I told you guys before in that video I went through that pretty bad at one point.
Oh, listen, I go through it myself every day.
And we still go through it.
Yeah, we still go through it every day too, so you ain't alone. All right. Basically, I just want to let you know, it only takes one big break, all right, to make it. All right? It doesn't mean you have to make a break to be a superstar and be some kind of celebrity. But
just because you're not the most...
it just means basically what I'm saying is to stay what you believe in with your heart. If you really believe it in your heart, stay with it. And one day
you could be like me.
Shit.
Don't ever be like me. Oh, well, some things maybe, but
no. Basically, the bottom line is
have kids someday.
My bottom line is people from the situation, from what I've been called. So I have to tell you.
That's for you, Jen.
Yeah, Jen. Jen called me that.
Even my theme song for the intro for the new TJ and Friends intro kind of sounds like Jersey Shore. So there's like, dun, 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 I'm
gonna have to kiss Jen one day.
Yeah, but her profile picture might not be who she really is, though, man.
I know, right? She might be a guy.
That might be like her daughter or something, though. You know?
Ooh, okay. Well, all right. Well, forget that. Forget that. No.
I love you, Jen. Thank you.
All right. No, we still love you, Jen. But honestly, what it really comes down to is this is my last point, and then TJ can say whatever he wants to. No, this is my last point.
Spaghetti.
Eddie Spaghetti. Eddie's situation in Eddie Spaghetti. This might be the last video you ever see me on. It's very true. It's very possible. It's very possible, but it is possible. But one thing that I want everybody to know, and this is very true, very, very true. If you ever let anybody put you down on your dreams and your hopes and makes you give up on them, well, guess what? Then you ain't gonna be nothing. But guess what? There's been plenty of people who have been told that their dreams and their hopes ain't shit. And guess what they did? They kept on fighting through. And guess what? They turned into something. A whole lot of something. Okay? So use that as an inspiration. Okay? I want to be inspirational to you tonight. Alright? I love you all. Be Listen, forget about what the haters say. Forget about what they say. You believe in yourself. You believe in what you're doing. Fight. Fight. Fight.
Fuck the power.
Fuck the power.
Fight the power.
Fight the power.
Fight the power.
Trust. Seriously, it ain't no joke. Don't listen to nobody else. There's a lot of haters out there, okay?
I like everything you just said.
There's a lot of haters. Fight the power. There's a lot of haters out there. Listen, the minute you give up on yourself and you let anybody else determine who you are, well, guess what? You just gave up on yourself. And you just gave up on your future.
The minute
you gave up on everything.
The minute you give up on yourself.
The minute you give up on yourself.
And you are not yourself is when
the minute you just start determined to everybody else to tell you who you're going to be.
And what society wants you to
be.
Yeah,
and what society wants you to be, well, guess what? You're screwed.
Is when you give up. Okay, let me end.
You're screwed. All right. So please remember what I said, people. I love you.
I know.
All right.
Thank you, Ed. Best thing ever. I love it. Let's give a round of applause to Ed. I had him dancing out here doing his thing, man. I love it. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, what he just said was like the best way I can actually explain it. You got to be yourself, man. You can't let other people make you who you are today. You got to just go with the flow, man. Whether your clothing is expensive or cheap, like me, like I don't put any expensive clothes. I just goddamn. He's actually wearing my other fucking Walmart hoodie on. The black one over here. He's like, it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah, I got cold in here.
Yeah, he's like, can you shut the garage door? It's kind of cold. I didn't shut it because of that. I shut it because I was like, we're loud and we're dancing. Like, I don't mind the neighbors seeing me. I do dance around here with the garage wide open, and the neighbors see me and they look over me. And
Can I say one more thing?
I knew you would. Okay.
I know you. All right. Can I say one thing? No, but I'm not going to exaggerate like before.
You can say what you want. But listen, wait, let me check how many minutes we got. Holy shit, we got 1 minute left and it's done. 1 minute.
Are you serious?
Yes, we just filmed fucking 3 hours tonight. Go ahead, go. Go, 1 minute. We're going to end it.
All right.
Quick, 20 seconds.
Shut up. Don't.
No, because I need to end it with something. Come on, go.
All right. Me and TJ, we don't see eye to eye all the time. All right. We don't see. I believe in Jesus. He doesn't. You know, there's a lot of differences between us. But you know what? I still love this guy.
And I still love him. And that's the way you should look at through life.
That's all I'm saying.
No matter your difference to your fellow man, whoever it is, religion, all other crap. And literally, it's 1 minute ago. But I love you guys, man. I don't know what else to say. But like, he gave you a lot of good advice. And that's all I'm going to leave it at. Stop judging, stop loving, accept those who they are. And just be goddamn Ed Jess. Meow.
And you don't stop, yo. My eyes are sore, being a senator behind closed doors, hitting truth to the seashore. The wrist don't north.
Rest easy, ODB, my man.
Rest in peace, ODB.